Ah, Champ 1. What a special place. I've heard it called the Promised Land by absolutely no one. You see, I've been playing competitive video games with a ranked playlist for probably over 7 years at this point. And to be honest, I've never really been proud of the peak rank I achieved in any of those games. In League of Legends, my peak rank was Diamond 2. CSGO, I peaked Master Guardian Elite, or MGE, or Double AK if you're a real one. In Overwatch, I only mained Lucio for the first 2 months the game was out, and I really don't even remember how high I made it in ranked, but anyways, back to the point. You see, I've done well in multiple games, but I've never really made it in my eyes. And honestly, I think a big part of that is the fact that I genuinely care what the rank I achieve looks like. For example, in Modern Warfare 2, surely you guys remember that game, I would choose to stop prestiging at 7th prestige because that one is objectively the coolest. The aesthetic of ranks has always been a big deal to me. And when I think about League or Overwatch, my goal was always Masters. I mean, look at these logos. This isn't Diamond anymore, baby. A step above Diamond has always been a dream for me. And now, enter Rocket League. When I first started playing this beautiful game, obviously Grand Champ sounded so cool. But I mean, even Champ, that logo, that color, reminded me so much of Masters and League, and it seemed like an absolute dream to me. If I could only just be Champ, I would finally be proud of my peak rank in a game. Finally. And then, I got there. And things were a little different than I expected. Oh my god. This is an open letter to Champ 1s.
You guys suck.
And that definitely has nothing to do with me. So without further ado, let's dive into this open letter to Champ 1s. I have 3 main points of strife, with more than enough evidence to back them up. Number 1, double commits. And even triple commits sometimes. Number 2, rotations. And number 3, which is an impressive combination of both, with a bit of inconsistent touches and faking thrown in, which we will call absolute chaos. But before we hop into that, I just want to say many of these clips were taken from my Twitch stream, PuffleRL. The link is in the description. Go follow over there. I stream every day. Champ 1s are infatuated by the ball. They are convinced that it is the most beautiful thing in the world and believe they must attack and hit it at all costs. This, obviously, leads to double commits. And really, double commits stem from a lack of awareness of teammates' position on the field. You would hope that the top 4% of players would care about more than just the ball, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. And for our next clip here, I will let live on stream Puffle handle the commentary. I think he sums it up pretty well. Nice, I'll get back just in case this goes bad. Like that. We're both really awkward. I think I bumped him into it. Yeah. And as you can see in the bottom left here, that is truly the face of a man who just double committed. But I think it's important to note with double commits, there can really be some beauty to them. As we see in this clip, both teams execute a flawless double commit, and really it doesn't lead to any harm. Well, it doesn't lead to any harm until it inevitably does. And that's the thing about double commits. At first, they really just produce a laugh and it doesn't seem like anything's too wrong. Sometimes a goal doesn't get scored right away. But if you go 10 seconds forward, 15 seconds forward, even 30 seconds forward, you can see their ramifications. But in the spirit of enjoying double commits, we have another good clip here for you. I call this one the triple double. If you're paying attention, you actually see in this clip 3 back-to-back double commits. Really a thing of beauty. And while it's fun to laugh at the pure hilarity of double commits, you can't argue with their effectiveness. Right into the back of the net. And next up on the Letter to Champ 1's list is rotations. Now this one is a little tougher to see in footage, but I want you to pay attention. And to adjust your eyes, I have a clip for you that will look awfully familiar, which is an incredible triple commit on defense. Rotations are something that even the most incredible Rocket League players are still learning more about and working on to this day. But I think what makes Champ 1 rotations so interesting is the desire for boost. We see right there that the defender turns back because he sees our quarter boost spot. Pure insanity leading to a goal for us. The primal-like desire and hunt for these juicy full boosts from Champ 1 players can be very difficult to watch. I've learned in my personal climb up the threes ranks that the real prize is those small boost pads. Those are the ones you really want. You see again there, teammate takes a full boost in the corner instead of capitalizing on the triple commit. But I want to leave you guys with this clip, and we'll get out of rotations. We see here we're pushing the ball downfield. Oh, they hit it back, and I look to my left, and wait a minute. There's a boy right next to me. There was a boy right next to me. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Absolute chaos. Honestly, I could have just dropped a VOD of a Champ 1 game in this section, because I would say about 4 minutes in every Champ 1 game are absolute chaos. This is the defining feature of this rank. And the scariest part about it is the fact that the longer you play in Champ 1, the more you become an integral part of the chaos. It starts to feel natural. It starts to feel right. I recently pushed my way up to Champ 3, and after that, I plummeted right back down into the depths of Champ 1. But I had a chance to see the other side. I had a taste of greatness. I knew what it was like to see infield passes, to play the game at a much faster pace. I got used to consistent touches and impressive mechanical plays, but with every game I lost on my fall back to Champ 1, I felt the game changing around me. I felt the world changing around me. As you can see from these clips, I became a Champ 1 once again. But I never lost hope. I shook off the lies my teammates were trying to whisper into my ear. I chose not to double commit. I chose to be aware of my teammates' position on the field. And I can proudly say I have almost made it back to Champ 3. Away from this absolute chaos. With all these clips in mind, and my stunning credentials of almost being a Champ 3 player, I believe it is finally time to write this open letter to all of the Champ 1s out there. Dear Champ 1s, get good. Sincerely, Puffle.